The day is nearly upon us. Bungie's Halo Reach will at long last get into the hands of fans through the multiplayer beta on May 3rd. Before you dive in, pull up a chair and have a seat. The Waypoint team is going to give you a quick rundown of things you'll find in the beta, what's returning, what's new, and what's incredibly awesome.
Skull taken.
Hang on tight, there's a lot to cover. The beta will include 4 multiplayer maps. Powerhouse, an energy-generating complex located at the base of a dam. Sword Base, a sterile human facility in the throes of compromise. Overlook, a pastoral series of verdant hills set on the side of an impressive mountain range. And Boneyard, an industrial site in the remote yet besieged portion of Reach's barren surface.
Triple kill. Overkill.
And accompanying these maps are several new and old game types, where players can flex their Halo muscle for the next few weeks, biding some time until the full game is released this fall. Slayer, Capture the Flag, King of the Hill, Oddball, and SWAT will of course be returning. But in addition to these, players will get a chance to play stuff like Headhunters, where you kill enemy players, collect their skulls, and return them to the designated drop point. The more players you kill, the more skulls you collect. But be wary of your surroundings. You'll have your tally of skulls as a waypoint above your head. Folks will be gunning for you and your collection.
Skull taken.
In Stockpile, flags are spread throughout the map. Gather them and return to your base at specific intervals to gain points. Don't leave your base unguarded though. Flags can be retrieved by the enemy team at any time before they're cashed in. Generator defense takes place exclusively on Overlook. 3 players spawn as elites on offense and 3 as Spartans on defense. The Spartans must guard the generators while the elites are tasked with their destruction. Although Spartans can lock down generators for 30 seconds at a time, they shouldn't take a break anytime soon. Elites are constantly battling for each of them. One slip up can tip the scales dramatically.
Generator destroyed. Objective complete. Elites win.
In Invasion, the biggest addition to Halo Reach's multiplayer, fans will play on Boneyard. Elites spawn on offense and Spartans on defense, but this time it's 6v6, and the match proceeds in phases, each phase allowing players to get a series of escalating vehicle drops.
Reinforcements.
In Boneyard, the first phase requires the elites to storm a dry-docked UNSC frigate and capture one of 2 locations within the ship. Once this is done, the elites move to the refinery, where they must capture one of 2 other locations, releasing a data node which they can then transport to a Phantom at the cliff's edge. The Spartans' job is to stop the elites at all costs.
Core stolen.
And to facilitate all of these new game types, Bungie's refined Halo Sandbox yet again, bringing the best to the table. New weapons, upgraded vehicles, and something called armor abilities. At the start, players will get a taste of the Meteor Assault Rifle and the new Super Quick Magnum. Both are efficient and capable starting weapons. Old favorites like the Sniper Rifle, the Plasma Pistol, the Needler, the Energy Sword, the Rocket Launcher, and the Gravity Hammer have returned. Some have been tweaked, but others remain largely unchanged, and all are unsurprisingly satisfying to use in combat.
Double kill.
Players who enjoyed the battle rifle from previous Halo games will likely gravitate towards the DMR, the Designated Marksman Rifle, a beastly single-shot weapon which manages the mid-range combat role with precise efficiency. To join it from the Covenant arsenal is the Needle Rifle, a combination of the range one might expect from the DMR with the Needler's explosive attributes. The grenade launcher also makes its debut as well. With it, players can fire a direct shot at any enemy to get an instant kill, or fire and hold the trigger to remotely detonate the grenade at their choosing. Another new addition is the Focus Rifle. Similar in shape to the beam rifle of Halo Past, this weapon marries the concentrated fire of a Sentinel beam with the ruthless precision of a Covenant ranged weapon. Plus, it hurts a bunch. 2 new plasma weapons have also made an appearance, one being the Plasma Repeater, which resembles a heavier version of the standard plasma rifle, and the Plasma Launcher, a heavy shoulder weapon which tracks and fires bursts of plasma at all manners of targets, detonating with explosive results. Both frag and plasma grenades have returned. This time around they're more lethal than ever, and easier to see. With health packs scattered about the map, players should take note that combat in Reach is more dangerous than ever. Seen only in Boneyard, vehicles further augment the combat experience that Reach provides by offering frenetic, large-scale warfare in new and exciting ways. While all vehicles found in the beta are returning from previous games, they've all had their tweaks, mostly with their operational control, their speed, and their durability. The Warhog drives similar to before, but in the wrong hands it can be extremely unwieldy. Gunners should ease off the turret periodically lest they overheat the weapon and cause it to stall out, as is the same with all vehicle-mounted turrets in Reach. The Ghost and the Wraith perform similar to their previous iterations in this series. The former is incredibly effective on Boneyard because of its small size, its speed, and its impressive tendency to splatter anything that stands in its way. The Scorpion tank is once again beastly and powerful, but its Achilles heel might be the Banshee, a flying assault vehicle which has undergone a sleek, aesthetic overhaul. To augment this brimming sandbox, Bungie's introduced another wild card: armor abilities. At the start of each match, players will get to choose from a variety of loadouts specifically engineered for certain game types. These loadouts each carry unique weapon sets but revolve around armor abilities, a singular use of the armor which is limited but recharges automatically after being activated. Sprint is the most common, allowing the player to run at an elevated speed, something which can have interesting results when combined with a melee or a jump. Rather than sprint, elites will leap into a roll, an effective and strategic maneuver accompanied by a grunt. Yep, that's the one. The jetpack will get a great deal of fanfare, allowing players to glide upward and changing the dynamic of vertical combat in ways which effectively complement Halo's tried and true gameplay. Active camouflage now comes with some elements of the radar jammer from Halo 3, washing out motion sensors with red dots to confuse all those within proximity. And then there's Armor Lock, an effective defense system which blocks incoming fire and releases an EMP to counter close-range enemies. This ability will come in handy, given the addition of Assassination, a stylish and gratifying way to take out an opponent who isn't paying attention to their backside. The Halo Reach multiplayer beta is set to blow the doors off all that players know as Halo. Make sure you have your copy of Halo 3 ODST ready on May 3rd, and then get ready for Halo Reach, the biggest Halo game yet.